another video on F125 my team. Earlier you saw me, the other day you saw me on at the sprint race around China, but now we're here for the main race at China, which for me is about 10 minutes later, but you're seeing it the next day. So let's go into this now, and as per usual guys, make sure you put down below in them comments where you think we'll finish. Put your predictions of who you think will win the race and however you see this ending, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get into this.
It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before we head into the braking zone of turn 14. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Yuki Tsunoda and Piastri, Jackson, Norris, Senna and Lance Stroll, Ocon, Sainz, Franco Colapinto and Albon, Behrman, Voisin, Nico Hulkenberg and Jack Doohan, Hadjar, Aaron, Lawson and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do, don't let me down. Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Dryers definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, incredible parking. There, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. sat in 6th. Okay, so gap to the leader, 5.9 seconds. Leclerc is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead, 1.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. That's Jackson behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. And that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. Okay, 18 laps to go. Let's get past him. Concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, you've taken damage to the side pods. Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. Confirmed. Seeing a lot of tyre deck now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it. Copy that. Hards next time we box. Understood. Stopping this lap. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 35.3. Okay, we're currently at the back, that's last place. Okay, that's Lawson ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car in front, 11.5 seconds. They're on old mediums, and that's 14 laps to go. Okay, let's go now, come on. Your late turn-in meant we had a slower than planned pit stop, I'm afraid. The side pods have taken damage. You might start to pick up a little bit extra drag. Alright, we're last of the running cars right now. Lawson's just ahead. Come on, let's push. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 37.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And that's 14 laps to go. Here's some information on Tsunoda for you. Okay, they're out of this race. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
We're gonna pit to see if we can get rid of the 10 seconds.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Green flag.
We've seen a brilliant display of the Russell
We had an
hustle.
issue removing
It's
the right
George
rear
Russell
wheel.
who
I know it's
wins.
not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race.
Well, a brilliant race for them today, Crofty, as you could clearly see out there. They were really at one with the car. And as a driver, you take comfort from the fact that you can win in a new set of regulations. And moving forward, you're going to see that confidence rise more and more. Brilliant stuff today by them.
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. And taking his place on the top step of the podium, he gave it some hustle. Well done to George Russell. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Nor can I, David Croft. Well, guys, as you noticed, we had two 10-second penalties, which the first one is fair because they did go in a bit too quickly. But the second one, I pressed the pit button, but I don't know why it still gave me the penalty. But anyways, guys, that will be the end of today's race. But standings wise, Max Verstappen stays 5 points ahead of George currently. Us, nothing at all. But Mercedes are leading the championship, due to the fact Kimi and George are P3 and P2 in the championship. So guys, that is the end of the Chinese Grand Prix sprint weekend. And if you guys did enjoy this sprint weekend and feel like I shouldn't have retired, then let me know. If you think it was fair because of the silly penalties which shouldn't have counted, really, let me know. And yeah guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, leave those post notifications on, and I'll see you soon, guys. Goodbye.